We're just hanging out here. It's 9:03 p.m. and I'm not even on the screen right now. What is this all about? Hold on. Where? Oh, because I'm not even on camera. And now I'm back.
Wow, there you are.
All right, guys, so listen. Good evening, go fuck yourself. It's 9:03 p.m. on the East Coast and broadcasting live from the docks of the old Brushworks factory. I mean Parachute Factory here in Portchester and syndicated around the globe via Ustream.tv, Public Access Channel 18, and that's that. This is Zaraz in New York. I'm Frank.
I'm Mike.
I'm Anthony.
And guess who's filling in tonight for Matt? A much prettier version of Matt. Miss Stacy. How are you, Stacy?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Fantastic. Can't complain. But also tonight, we have some great guests that are going to be taking a ride with us tonight, but we're going to be talking with them about their business, about their line of work, and about the world at large trying to impede on this business and freedom in general. On the couch, coming back victoriously for the first time in a long time, seeing the studio for the first time, Mr. Mike Bowers from White Plains Vapors and his confidant, Eric. How you guys doing?
We are doing really well.
You sound good. You sound good. And how's business at White Plains Vapors? You have 3 locations now.
I do.
That's good. And then where are those at?
One in 815 Yonkers Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
and 217 Bedford Street in Stamford, Connecticut.
That's cool. And then, of course, the original in White Plains.
White Plains.
So now, we talk about this all the time with the vaping. Now, there's a couple of things. I also want anybody at home that has any questions about vaping, because this has become a very polarized and politicized topic. Okay, there's all types of science, pseudoscience out there contradicting each other. People pro-vaping, anti-vaping. You see a lot of different types of municipal to state regulations being put on the stuff. You guys just told me beforehand that not only is vaping in New York City a 21 and over affair now, but so is buying cigarettes. I didn't even know that cigarettes had been regulated like that again.
Yes.
Jesus.
I didn't even know that either.
21 and over in New York City.
Wow.
So the first thing I want to ask, just to bare bones, and of course everybody just jump in, all the questions that people would probably want to know. Number one, can you describe just vaping, the substance itself? Everybody's always concerned about what's in a cigarette and what's in vaping and e-cigarettes and all this, and the compare and the contrast. A lot of people, especially if you're watching mainstream media, will say that vaping is just as dangerous as cigarettes. Well, compared to what we know is in cigarettes, from the fiberglass to the all the tars and all this shit, what are we looking at as far as, I don't know, any flavor off the top of your head, minus the nicotine, like somebody like me who enjoys vaping just because he likes blowing clouds? What's in there?
I'll break it down easy for you, Frank. There's 4,000 ingredients in cigarettes. There are 4 ingredients in e-liquid.
4,000 to 4.
That's correct.
Okay, and so break. What do you? What flavor is in your pen right now?
Right now I have circus cookie.
Okay,
Nice.
that sounds fucking amazing.
It is really good.
And I told you guys before that the cereal milk that Mike has been smoking for a while now.
About a kilo.
Dude, it's straight up Fruity Pebbles, and it makes me. I just love being around it, let alone tasting it. So, talk to us about Space Cookie.
Circus cookie.
Circus Cookie.
Space cookie.
That'll be the
Alright,
next one.
So, see, the thing is, and also, I just want to let everybody know I'm 37 years old, and I am vaping Circus Cookie. It is a frosted cookie, sugar cookie,
Nice.
with sprinkles, and I'm not a minor. I'm 37 years old.
Yes, and a business proprietor as well.
That's correct.
So you're old enough to own a business and run a business in multiple locations all over New York and Connecticut.
So what are the ingredients?
Yeah.
Eggs, cookie dough, like eggs, the
You
milk,
vaping eggs?
sugar. How do you make those? No. So
All right. So
the 4
basically,
ingredients in
the 4
Space
ingredients
Cookie.
is polyglycol,
Okay.
vegetable glycerin, nicotine, which is optional because if you purchase it with a zero nicotine, then there's no nicotine, and whatever the flavoring is.
So in the worst case scenario, there's four ingredients, one being nicotine, which is optional, and the other one is just the flavoring. And then in cases like myself, who doesn't smoke cigarettes or has to get or wants to wean off of it, I'm dealing with 3 ingredients.
That's correct.
And what's the first thing you said? The glycol?
Polyglycol.
Okay, and what's that?
Polyglycol is it's basically it's a really polyglycol. It helps with the flavor. It enhances the flavor.
Okay.
Vegetable glycerin is a thick, substance. It basically
Does that create the smoke?
Vapor.
It creates the vapor because just like what we still are fans of hookah. I mean, obviously you don't keep a hookah in your back pocket, so it's every once in a while we pack a hookah. And I know that in the case of hookah, what actually creates all the smoke is almost like a vaporizing effect because you're not going fire to the tobacco. You're not burning the tobacco, but you are raising the temperature of the bowl to vaporize either the molasses or the honey. So is it the same kind of effect there?
Well, the thing is, like, I broke it down into just like as easily as possible for people to understand because, I mean, I know it is only an hour show, so I don't want to like really like go into it because then we can stay here all night and I can really, break it down into how it's mixed and, everything. But it just in easy terms, that's basically, it's the flavoring, polyglycol, vegetable glycerin, and nicotine, which is optional.
And now, Eric, what about you? When did you start your vape? Because you've got a really interesting background in law enforcement and everything else. And where did vaping come into your life? Is this did you know Mike for a long time?
I know Mike for about going on almost 3 years now.
Okay. So did you meet Mike through vaping?
That's correct.
Okay. And now you guys work together, or
To an extent,
we're just good buddies at this point?
Yeah, it's more friends helping out.
Okay. And as far as vaping has gone, what has it done for you?
Well, basically, I used to smoke about 3 packs a day.
Oh, shit.
And I was active. I didn't look the way I look now. I was actually in shape.
Get that a little bit closer to your mouth.
I was actually
There
in
you go.
shape. But even then, I would smoke, and it would, it'd be difficult running up the stairs, doing whatever I had to do. After a Friday night, you wake up, it was like a cinder block on your chest. And then I was having my first daughter was being born, and I thought it was a good idea not to be smoking around her. So I looked for an alternative. I found it. It was a little difficult back then. It was almost 10 years ago. So the options weren't as much as they are today. Mm-hmm. So there was a lot of problems doing it, but I got through it. And
So you officially quit 10 years ago?
Yeah, about 10 years ago.
And we've only really been exposed to this for the last couple of years. Mike, when we first met you, you guys had just opened up, or you'd been open up just for a small amount of time. And that was the first time we saw technology like that. I mean, we saw the pens, the e-cigarettes, the blue lights, and all that stuff in gas stations. But then this started like evolving into something else, especially on a technological level. The boxes, the batteries, the filter, the cotton, everything that you have to do manually. They're like, this was some real shit. So Eric, back to you. What was the state of vaping 10 years ago? What were you using back then to get yourself off?
It was kind of primitive as if you look at it today. It was almost like lesser versions of like the blue cigarette, the Enjoys, stuff like that. There was cartomizers that we used to have to punch, and it was just you didn't get the vapor that you wanted. You didn't get the nicotine hit that you were looking for. It was just more drive of really wanting to stop smoking and looking for something else, because not only do you have a nicotine, that you like that, but you also have the hand to mouth, action that you get used to, and the actual vapor, So you try to look for stuff like that, and it started to evolve over time, and it got a lot easier, a lot better. But the effects of it were, or the non-effects, I could breathe better, I could taste better, it smelled I smell not like cigarettes, but then I could also smell, and
You can smell flowers.
right. Well,
Everything
but
opened up.
It's just an overall effect, and even with that, I was getting heavier, so the way I felt should have been worse. But getting rid of the cigarettes was really really a big thing.
That's good.
And it makes you feel real good, even in Mike's stores. It doesn't matter if they spend $25 on a starter set or $400. You get this real good feeling about you when somebody comes in that maybe you gave a starter set to a week ago, and they tell you, "Hey, I haven't smoked a cigarette in a week." You feel good. It's not about the money. It's about really helping the community, and it's just a really good feeling. And,
You know, that's really awesome. And now, Mike, how is that wall? Do you still have the last pack wall?
I definitely do.
And how big is that now?
It keeps on going.
Jeez, it must look like the Wailing Wall by now.
I put it in the front. I put it in the front of the store now, so it's around the actual logo.
Everybody in the white. Do you do that in all the locations?
All the locations.
In all of Mike's locations, White Plains Vapors, and then of course the Connecticut and the Yonkers location, they have this wall, corkboard, where everybody gets to pin their last pack of cigarettes on there. And that was the first impression we got of you guys. I said we just needed to be friends with you guys and keep you guys around and do work with each other, because that is a really, really good mission right there. So many people, feel the pains of smoking, whether they're the ones smoking or not. It eventually catches up to you, and that was really cool. But the thing that's getting me, here's this Reason article from Reason.com. Hey, Stacy, you ever vape?
Nope.
Do you ever smoke cigarettes?
No,
Okay.
never.
You ever smoke hookah?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay. Did you smoke with us ever?
Yeah.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
So then, listen, as long as you smoke with us, you're in a good, safe environment, right, Gypsy?
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so here's from a couple of days ago. Celebrity doctor Margaret Cuomo. Okay, so those Cuomos back at it again. You must love them by now. Oh yeah. Margaret Cuomo falsely claims e-cigarettes are at least as harmful as the real thing. And of course we just talked about that. I just would have to say that if using a logical part of your brain, if you're going to compare how many ingredients in a cigarette?
4,000.
4,000 to 4 or 3. I mean, how can you even just say it on that basis unless the 3 ingredients is arsenic and cyanide and strychnine? I don't know. It's like, how can you even compare when you're going thousands to 3? That's ridiculous. But let's get back to this.
She's a doctor.
Yeah, see this, and here's the headline of this article says equating vaping with smoking is medical malpractice. Okay, that's the headline. That's the one that caught my eye. Margaret Cuomo has perfected the art of speaking authoritatively, even when she does not know what she's talking about. Unlike most professional pundits, Cuomo is in a position to cause real damage. As a celebrity doctor spreading misinformation about the hazards of vaping, she's actively discouraging smokers from making a switch that could save their lives, thereby undermining her avowed goal of a world without cancer. Now, before we got on the air, you guys were talking about something that's very, very important to point out about what this really does. What vaping really endangers. And it's not so much the health of people who are already smoking highly toxic substances like tobacco, or at least refined tobacco, but it is the 866 numbers. Talk to us about that a little bit. The 866 smoking numbers.
Oh, the 866 New York quits. The phone number. I mean, it basically, if you call that number, they, you get a representative, and they end up sending you, patches. That's funded by New York State. I mean, patches have, been proven to actually to harm people. They have side effects. And with that, if they basically, what they don't want to do is they don't want to normalize smoking again, but because they think that vaping is smoking, which vaping is not smoking.
Right. But the other thing is that it also protects, government interests.
Oh, definitely.
Once there you go. A nanny state, New York. There's New York State right there. Wants to be responsible for the lives of people, and they don't want to see free market solutions to a very big problem. And what this creates is, and we were talking about this also before, how everybody is so quick to talk about how capitalism is evil, the free market is evil, adults making adult choices on their own, and introducing competition is evil, and that all the problems we have with the world is because of people acting freely in a market. But when you look at this specific example, and you have people going out there who are in line and spokespersons, mouthpieces for the state and for government, who know what their interests are, this type of rhetoric, which is completely unfounded and baseless when it comes to science, is really only there to protect government programs from competition. You guys are competitors. You're not a danger to health. It seems in all responsible types of journalism. It's just that you are a danger to your competition. And that's the thing that kills me. It's more examples of cronyism. We don't live in a free market. We don't work with that. So let's get to something a little bit more fun. What is your favorite new flavor coming out? What are the things that we should be looking at right now as far as flavors? Anything fun or cool new developments that we should know about?
Oh man, there's a lot. The juice market is very saturated. And it's there's a lot of new things coming up to market. There's a lot of new technology, temperature control. It's.
What do you mean temperature control? Is that brings it down so it doesn't get hot? You burn yourself sometimes?
You can have a cool vape, you can have a hot vape, it all really,
damn, they're at that point now?
Then with temperature control, you don't get dry hits.
Those are the worst.
It's not single coils; it's dual coils. Then they have the different tanks that have different coils, Clapton coils. You could build your own coils. It's amazing. It really is just amazing.
Okay, what's the most outrageous high tech thing you've ever smoked out of right now? Is this like what you're using right now? Is what Eric's using right now? Is that just personal preference, or
you mean a high tech thing that I ever vaped out of?
Yeah.
Right now,
I'm sorry, I said smoked.
Yeah, you said smoked, but that's all right. Because what I actually do is, if anybody ever says that, what I do is I have them get down and do 10 push-ups.
Oh, well, I need you around more often. I've been slacking with my workouts.
Mike,
we gotta live a healthier lifestyle,
Yeah.
Mike, I got a question for you, Mike.
What's up?
I hear that they have this new box. I don't know if I'm saying it right. The Squawk box. It's like a dripper and it comes with a tank. How does that
awesome.
work?
All right, so with the Squonk box, it's basically the tank is down at the bottom, so it's worked off a pressure system. The RD is up at the top.
Okay.
So basically, Squonk has been around for a really long time, but it's a lot in the UK. You can get some. I actually I gave you a box. Probably I gave you a Squonk probably a month ago. But basically, the juice you don't have to keep on dripping.
Okay.
The juice actually.
So it just shoots up.
Yeah, it shoots up.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it goes right onto the coil, so you don't have to keep on dripping.
Oh, that's nice.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. You just have to keep pulling it off and dabbing it around the top and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Now, as far as vaping goes, I'm just speaking for myself. Obviously, you guys are a completely legit business. But, as far as using vape with something like cannabis, like marijuana, whether it be dry or urban, I know we have Eric, law enforcement, on the we have law enforcement with us. I don't want to say anything that's going to get me beat up, but now, do they accommodate? Does the vaping, any part of the vaping community, accommodate the people who want to smoke other types of herbs?
I don't.
No, I know you don't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, do you know that technology like that exists? May not. May.
I don't. I mean, I really don't know, because I really don't focus on that aspect.
Right.
I focus on the different types of tanks to actually help people.
Well, you're a straight shooter, Mike.
Tobacco harm
fine.
reduction. I'm a tobacco harm reduction. All day, every day. Tobacco harm reduction.
I have a couple guys that need to do this. Mike May in the chat room, he needs to get cigarettes out of his life big time.
He has a mod.
He has one?
Yeah, he just doesn't use it. I ask him, where's it all the time? He says, it's home.
It's home. I quit
I
quitting.
mean, honestly, I still smoke cigarettes, Mike, you know? And I do want to quit. I just don't know because I'm using 3 milliliters of nicotine in this. I just don't know
That's why.
if I need more than
you
that
gotta
because
go
it's a
up.
Newport Light. So
What now? How many do you smoke a day, Mike? About.
a pack will last me 2 days.
Okay, so if somebody's on a half a pack a day, what would you know? If somebody came into your store and said, "I'm smoking half a pack a day and I really want to stop," what kind of nicotine dosage would you give them?
Well, I mean, since what do you have? A can? I saw you have
Can,
a can
yeah.
tank, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I would recommend moving up to 6.
6.
Okay.
Yep.
And in your experience now, how many packs? How many were you smoking a day when you first started vaping? We know
Pack
that
and a half a day.
Eric was 3 packs a day.
I smoked a pack and a half a day. I mean, I did IT, so I used to have to, run upstairs with, computers that you have as big as those computers over there, and I used to be out of breath. Now I could actually pick up that computer and I could double step upstairs and not be out of breath.
That's amazing.
I mean, it really is. I mean, that's what it did for me.
So then, what dosage were you on at first?
When I first started off, I was at 18. I went down to 12, and now I'm down to 6.
And now, when you were on 18, now that's milligrams?
Yep.
18 milligrams of nicotine. When you're smoking a half a pack a day and you take a drag or a couple of drags off of the vape of 18 milligrams, do you actually feel the same type of quenching that you get out of taking a drag off of a cigarette? Is the relief instantaneous, or do you have to? Is there a little bit of dedication to just sticking with it and trying to forget about the cigarettes altogether?
The way I look at it, I enjoy the flavor more than I do smoking. So
Okay.
that's what actually helped me. I've been, I was vaping, mother's milk for 2.5 years.
That's a good one. That's the
Yeah,
first one I vaped.
It was just like amazing, 2.5 years. I jumped around whenever, I drip as well. I have a whole bunch of different devices. I dabble in high end now. I do a lot, and I enjoy it. It turned into a hobby. I enjoy it. My family supports me, which is amazing. And I have a lot of employees that are totally completely amazing. They they're so smart, and they did the same thing just like anybody else. They have the passion. They want it to tobacco harm reduction, man.
That's awesome. And how many people do you employ right now? About
13.
See,
Nice.
that's 13 people with jobs because of this too.
And we started off with 3.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's how everything works, or should work. That's how everything works best, at least. But that's now as far as just to wrap up this segment before we go to break and come back and just take care of some other stuff. Where can people find you guys? Do you do any? Is it still a murky water as far as doing online business? Do you still have to go into the brick and mortar locations?
Yeah, brick and mortar locations. But
Okay.
we're actually in the process of getting our house juice online for sale. I've noticed, over the probably like the last year and a half, I've been receiving a lot of phone calls, into the store asking where they could purchase it, and which is a really good thing.
That's awesome.
I've had customers who moved, might have moved to California or might have moved to Colorado, and they call up and say, listen, I moved, where can I get it? So.
Oh, this is great, man. I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy. So, White Plains, WPVapors.com.
WPVapors.com.
So, you guys, if you obviously you can't buy anything over the internet. If you're in the New York tri-state area, you're going to have a lot of luck finding them in White Plains or Stamford or Yonkers, and of course, very receptive people. Obviously, friendly, passionate, knowledgeable. Get on that site, WPVapors.com. Ask all the questions you have. I'm sure people would be happy. Anybody tending to the contact section there would be happy to help you, with answering any of the questions you may have. So, with that, anything else you guys want to say before we go to break?
Just thank you for having us.
Hell yes.
Hell
All right.
yes.
Well, hey, we're gonna play the White Plains Vapors commercial now. What is it with this? You're not allowed to use this commercial anymore or something?
We can't use the commercial anymore.
Can we?
Nope.
We can't play it either.
Nope.
Oh shit! Make a note.
Why?
Why is
False
this?
advertisement.
Really? Because Anthony says it can help you quit
Yep.
because of people like Margaret Cuomo.
Yep.
Isn't that unfucking believable?
Yep.
Okay, well I guess I have to play something else.
We'll have to make amendments.
Commercial break 1. Okay, we'll be right back, guys.
Addicted to Ink, a proud sponsor of the Zaraza Entertainment Network, is Westchester's premier tattoo, piercing, and apparel destination, offering only the finest tattoo and piercing services as well as the best atmosphere you will find. Addicted to Ink is located conveniently at 38 Westchester Avenue in White Plains, New York, right across the street from the Westchester Mall. If you got the itch for more ink, like the Zaraza boys do, get your work done right. Visit www.addictedtoinktattoos.com for more information.
Monday's got you off the wagon? Well, worry no more, because it's now officially a part of the 3-day weekend. So get
It's
on board.
Thursday, everybody.
Come party
Don't
with
worry.
the Standby
You're not going
Gypsy,
crazy.
Juju the Model, and Blue Rivera every Monday night for your entertainment week in review, off-the-wall interactive segments, live performances, in-depth interviews, and the latest in sports. The Hangover Takeover is live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on zenlive.tv.
You're watching the Zaraza Entertainment Network on ZNY.TV.
Good evening. We are back. So, let's get around to some stuff. First of all, Stacy, how are you?
Great.
Good to have you back. As I said, Stacy is a strong woman from New York. Strong New York woman. And she's just chilling. And she hasn't really been explained. Actually, Stacy, last time you were on the air, I think you were around for a pretty big Star Wars conversation?
I was.
Yeah.
Yes. We did that to you.
Yeah, couldn't really contribute, but I was there.
Well, you know what? We're going to watch something together.
Nice.
Okay,
We're
Mike
going
May's in the
back.
chat room. Mike May, get ready to call in.
Oh, he's ready.
Oh, he's always ready.
He was standing by the phone the whole time.
Cool.
I'm ready.
Mike May, get ready. Get yourself ready to call because we're going to watch the trailer right now. Okay? We're watching the trailer of Star Wars Episode Nothing. It's one of the standalone films, Rogue One. And man, oh man, it is, at least for me, boner-inducing. So let's take a look at this. It's about 2 minutes long, and then we're going to take some calls and talk about this shite. Enjoy.
State your name for the record.
Jin Urso.
Forgery of imperial documents, possession of stolen property, aggravated assault, resisting arrest.
On your own from the age of 15. Reckless, aggressive, and undisciplined.
This is a rebellion, isn't it? I rebel.
We have a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know what it is and how to destroy it.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What will you do when they catch you? What will you do if they break you? If you continue to fight? What will you become?
This past year has been an amazing one for Star Wars.
Dearie me.
Was that Hillary talking about it?
Yeah, that's Hillary Clinton on Star Wars. She thought it was fantastic.
It's very retro,
fantastic.
very dark. I actually like this.
What do you guys think?
Retro and dark.
Open forum. First of all, I'm happy.
Retro and dark, man.
Retro and dark.
Very retro and dark. I like it.
Retro, yes. And Mike May has said it before, too, when we were talking, that I love the old tech. I loved looking at the old Star Destroyers again. I love seeing the Ray shield being put on the Death Star for the first time.
Or just the Stormtroopers.
The Stormtroopers, and there's nothing better than that siren.
Yeah.
That siren is awesome.
Yeah, you can almost hear Darth Vader's breath behind it, and the dun, dun.
Dude, Vader's got to go. He's got to be in there. What did you guys? Also, Donnie Yen. You saw Donnie Yen in there doing
karate. They got karate in it.
Donnie Yen is kung
see
fu. It's space kung fu.
Right,
you see what I'm talking about, though? It looks like he's training one of them.
It does, but it also he could be fighting him. That
What
was
the fuck is he fighting him with?
a staff.
So what the hell is he?
I don't know. It looked like he was fighting. I mean, the stormtrooper he was up against had a gun in his hand. So I don't know. And all of that talking in the background, that was Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
Mike, Eric, what do you guys think about this? You guys Star Wars fans? So you excited?
Who isn't a Star Wars? Who isn't a Star Wars fan?
There you go. Oh, I don't know. There's some people that surprise you.
You have to be a Star Wars fan.
Stacey, are you excited?
I'm excited. I know nothing about it, but it looked pretty
I'm excited
intense.
for you guys.
Well, this is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to start with. I mean, it's a standalone. Hopefully, I don't know, you have to watch 4, 5, 6 before you watch it. No, you don't. This is before 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's before. Yeah.
Is this one of those things that's like sequential? You have to see
This
the
is a
one prior?
standalone.
Yeah,
this really is a standalone.
This will actually be good to watch because then you can watch this and then watch 4, 5, 6. But joining us right now is Michael Mayle. Mike, what's going on, dude? Talk to us about
what's up?
Rogue One. What do you think?
2 words: space karate.
He said karate again.
Space karate. It's gonna be great.
Dude, do you know is Donnie Yen gonna be a protagonist or an antagonist? Because Anthony thinks that he was training a stormtrooper. Do you have any insight on that?
I honestly don't know. Judging from the trailer, I can tell you that a lot of it's going to be Tarkin is going to be a big thing in this. I would consider him being the actual antagonist in the film, and you're definitely gonna get Vader.
We are gonna get Vader.
It's pretty much 100% confirmed that Vader is going to make an appearance. I don't think Hayden Christensen's going to be Darth Vader, but James Earl Jones is definitely going to reprise the voice because he's been doing that with Star Wars Rebels, which is a show that we really need to get on because I'm hearing a lot of tie-ins, not just to what's going to be coming in episode 8 and 9, possibly with Benicio del Toro's character, but also this movie coming up, Rogue One, because it kind of takes place in the same timeline.
Yeah, I've heard things about Rebels. I just didn't like the animation.
It is a little different, and you can't find it very easily. It's either if you're not watching Disney XD, you gotta order it. But I've heard some great stuff, and
well, you got to keep us up to date with all with all of the breaking news on that. Anything else you want to add on this? Anything that we should know as nerds?
Don't expect lightsaber battles.
Oh no, yeah.
Fine, I won't expect. Who's Vader gonna battle? There's nobody around yet.
I think he's pretty much, if anything, he's gonna be in it, and he's gonna do a solo thing with the lightsaber if he does it. Apologize, guys, I'm a little sick, but
well, stop.
No, it's I'm actually like legit sick.
Yeah, well,
so I didn't come last night. I apologize.
Stop being sick.
Jesus.
I wish.
Pretty
what
simple.
was I gonna say? But this is gonna be a spy movie. This is a very dark, gritty, almost. I'm trying to think of what to compare it to, but it's
The English Patient.
No, it's like Blair Witch Project kind of.
It's just going to be more of an espionage kind of movie, and for everybody thinking like, oh, it's going to be it's going to be an espionage movie in the Star Wars universe.
Gotcha. I'm excited for it. The other thing I'm really excited about.
Super hot.
I'm really excited about this. You know, we had to wait a long time for episode 7, but if you really think about it, last December kicked off a span of just looking forward to something Star Wars every year. You know, I mean, that's awesome that we can put it on our calendars that once every 12 months we're going to get something else to feed this fire.
They should definitely keep it in December.
They should keep all the releases in December.
They really should.
There's nothing more cozy than that.
Christmas.
I think that's the thing when they moved episode 8 from May to December. Now it is going to be a December release thing every year.
That's very smart on their end.
Very smart, because that was cozy. You know, going to Alamo and just chilling, and just like, oh, Christmas was like a week away.
I like
felt
Star
great.
Wars release in the winter.
Yeah,
we'll be there December 17th.
Well, dude, anything else you want to tell us, just as far as interesting things around the world? Topics of conversation?
Not
concerns?
really. I've pretty much been bedridden for the last 48 hours, so I don't even know what's going on. Honestly, I haven't watched TV. I haven't done much but sleep and play Division. Late night firefight.
That's right.
Yo, dude, you know, you have pressure on you to quit smoking once and for all now.
This is true. I'll tell you.
It looks like you lost 40 pounds.
Yeah, looks skinny, Mike.
It's something I got to do. I mean, I might even have bronchitis right now, but I caught it from my friend's wife. I think so.
Were you making out with her?
No, just I was over there on Sunday, and she was just coming down with it.
She was coming on to me, and I just made out.
You know, we were just making out. And now, with the bronchitis, do you still smoke cigarettes?
No, I've actually been doing very good with it. I smoke 1 or 2, you know, every 4 or 5 hours, maybe every 6.
Well, nothing clears. Mike, you have a mod, Mike. You could smoke that.
Well, I'm gonna, yeah.
Now, Mike May,
what mod you got, Mike? What mod you got?
I got the Kanger Tech.
Oh, you got the same one as me.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
You'll be great.
This one right here.
If you really,
my dog Beta.
If you could vape, like, you know, tea tree oil or something.
Oh man,
that'd be great. That's what I'm doing. I got an for singing. I just recently bought an inhaler. That
for essential oils.
It steams the oils, so it steams. It's for people who are like actually like it's for if you're sick, you have a head cold or something. But I do it just for singing. And you know, tea tree oil, myrtle oil, peppermint.
It's working for you, man. Oh, excellent TSS video today, by the way. That was great. Loved it.
Yes. 10-second songs released today. Big one too. Yeah. 65 songs.
Yeah, 65 songs on a journey through rock and roll with my vocal coach, Ken Tamplin, and Gabriela Gunchikova. She's a Czech Republic singer who's in the Eurovision competition representing Czech Republic, and she also sings for the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
I didn't know that.
Nice.
Yeah,
cool.
She did great.
Yeah, it's a very good collaboration. Proud again.
So, you know, Mike May, did you go to White Plains Vapors for that mod?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so there you go.
Thanks, man.
And
now,
no problem, man.
Now,
I'll
Mike,
get some more business definitely. As soon as I want to get into a position where I am not stressed out finding work again. So.
Well, how about this? You know, if you think of it this way, what adds more stress to a situation where you're looking for a job is spending all of that money on shit that doesn't do anything but kill you. It's a very easy way to pay yourself. A very easy way to save yourself some money.
Survive so you can work that job.
I know, Frank. Yeah.
It's a pretty simple fix.
You're not a smoker, man. You don't know how it's tough, dude. It is probably the toughest. I
was lucky to be born not a smoker.
I quit my 20s, and you know, I don't think we're born smoking. Like anything, you pick it up again. That sucks.
Well, let me ask you something, because we were just talking about Dosage over here with Mike and Eric and Mike Petey Face over here.
You are born a smoker. It's actually it's a gene, and you just come out later in life.
That's it.
Find out about it.
Self-actualization.
You are who you are. Deal with it.
Yeah.
You look yourself in the mirror.
Yeah. Just like bodies are meant to die.
So, Mike, let's say you remove the bronchitis right now. Let's say it's just regular Mike. How many cigarettes are you smoking a day in pack-wise?
I've gotten it down to about 2/3 a day.
2/3 of a pack. So, so Mike Bowers from White Plains Vapors, is that another candidate for 8 milligram or 6 milligram? That he should be. What should he be? Probably in the area of.
I'm Gonna say swap out that coil, put a 1.5 in there, and 12 milligrams, buddy.
Okay. Yeah. I bought a 12 and 6 from you guys.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Swap out the coil though. Don't use the 0.5 ohm coil.
Okay.
See? You see this? This is fantastic. I love listening to people who know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, Mike, let me try that circus cookie. Phenomenal.
What would you say to somebody who just wants to get hooked onto nicotine? They want to start on nicotine. Listen, I want to safely start on nicotine. I've been really meaning to. I have the pull to start taking nicotine. So what dosage would you give them?
0.
0.
That's amazing.
And I have to say, 3.5 years, I've never had that. Not once.
Thank God.
Not once.
Thank God we have some reason left in the world. Oh, man. Well, Mike, thank you so much for the call, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
I've actually
Take care.
smoked. Well, not smoked. I vaped. Sorry. I vaped. I vaped some nicotine vape before. I got lightheaded. Phil's.
Yeah,
When Phil had it, he didn't tell me that it was nicotine, or he did, but I just did it at my own risk.
I miss Phil.
Yeah, he's been around. He's doing good.
Yeah.
He's just busy. He's a big, crazy life.
But you know what he is? Phil is on the air over here a lot more now because, like Mike May just referenced, they do something called Late Night Firefight, where we broadcast all of our PlayStation sessions on different video games, like the Tom Clancy games or Star Wars Battlefront or anything like that. So Phil does have a network presence now. Once we get,
pretty cool.
Do we have any? When are you guys going to be able to integrate webcam into that?
We have to figure that out. 'Cause I think Mike May actually found a site that we can use on Twitch where we can have the 4 cameras up with the screen.
Oh, that would be good.
I think.
Especially
if talking about it.
Because then everybody could be vaping the whole time.
Yeah.
Mike May's gonna be there with the controller, and you just see him.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Oh, yeah, the poses. The
He's gonna make sure that he has a really cute look.
Yeah.
Hey, now, Stacy, you are also. I mean, your forte is dancing and personal training and health and fitness. Now you're doing some other work right now that is also very rewarding. But you still keep health in your life?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I still teach. I still train. I kept a lot of my clients on the side.
You ever have to try coach one through either a smoking or anything like that?
To be honest, I don't think any of my clients smoke.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky. I had a few. Had a few had some problems.
I don't know
get through that.
how I would coach through that though. That's an interesting question.
Well, I usually just try to send people toward Mike and White Plains Vapors just to read some stuff, ask some questions, because I don't have very many friends or family members who smoke that actually enjoy, what they're doing. I've heard people say in jest elsewhere, I like it, whatever. It's just something I do. That's it. But everybody I know always they don't feel good about it. It just seems like a situation they found themselves in socially or whatever in youth, and it's just one thing. Like Mike May said, it's like that tar pit. Once you get your feet stuck in there, you just keep sinking deeper and deeper. Yeah. So.
So now, as far as quitting, is the nicotine the issue, or is it just the habit, like the hand to mouth thing?
It's both.
That's both.
Well, Matt likes it though.
I mean,
Matt enjoys it.
Yeah, Matt enjoys smoking.
Oh yeah, Matt likes smoking.
He likes smoking.
It's like I think sometimes I'll catch him say, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking die anyway, bro."
He likes it. I get the feeling that he enjoys it.
Some people do.
Yeah, some people do.
Oh, but I don't doubt it. I just didn't know that many people.
I mean, for some people, it's easier to hold a cigarette than it is to hold a mod. I mean, people just like having that stick between their fingers. But,
What kept you going all these years, Mike?
Me? Self-esteem, bro.
Self-esteem?
No, I mean, just the fact that I don't really need it. It's just actually just a waste of fucking money. I'm just used to doing it, and that's why I do it. I don't really need it. That's why I'm vaping. So I'm trying to. Now I got good advice from Eric and Mike. Now I'm just gonna take it and just move on.
I like listening to people who know things.
Yeah, seriously.
It makes me feel calm.
It's like Mike's store. I mean, he's a business, so he's supposed to make money, but he's not a highway store. Like he'll let people come in, discuss about it. Give them options, let them try the flavors, and if they walk out, there's no they don't have to buy something. But those people will come back eventually because they understand that it's really to help you out, and really to get you off of it. And it is capitalism. People do make money, but he enjoys the way he makes money. Because he sees that people are not, choking on the cigarettes, and that they're not spending it, and they're actually enjoying how they smell and how they feel and everything like that. And cigarettes are your friend. You just got to replace them one at a time. If somebody tells you to stop, go on a diet, do all that stuff, you're not going to do it.
No.
If you take this device and replace, let's say you smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, you replace 5 cigarettes a day. That's 35 cigarettes over a week. One at a time. Next thing you know, you're not smoking.
And what you said right there was pretty profound too, as far as trying to get people to stop smoking. It's just not going to happen. The other thing that's pretty prevalent is that a lot of people they need a wake up moment at some point. Mike, you were talking about trying to get upstairs. And Eric, you were talking about your past as a cage fighter and all this other stuff, and then seeing what the cigarettes had done to your capacity to just do simple tasks. Sometimes, I think that it's just hitting that wall that you say, all right, this is not going to be easy, but I got to find a way. And the fact that a really, really awesome way to get yourself to a better place is being sneezed at by people who have their own interests. I mean, there's something you had mentioned before how it's a way that Mike and the whole team makes Bill a living. It's not just Mike as a proprietor, Mike and Carla, but they have employees now. And those are people who also see, have been able to combine a passion with making a living. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, especially since it's helping people. So you guys are doing good work, and thank you guys for being on with us. And I think we're going to stop right there.
Hold on, I'm going to add something to it.
Go ahead.
Because I think it's funny, but my parents always tell me to stop smoking. And it just it doesn't help at all hearing it, because it just makes you want to do it more just on purpose, just to, but you're not helping yourself either. But my mother started doing this thing where every time I walk by her, she coughs now.
Oh, really?
I was and she's like, "You're killing me." I was like, "Ma, I'm not smoking in the house. I just passed by. It's just a smell." But I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
So it's just
not to drag this on, but it's a community. When I used to go to the bodega to buy the cigarettes, we didn't talk about it. I bought it, I sneered at somebody, and I walked out.
Yeah.
This is a community. This is actually you want to help each other out, and there's you could get answers, or just talk to each other. I mean, besides his stores being a store, it's a lounge. You could come, vape, talk, see what's happening, see how you could help yourselves, or it's bottom line, it's a community, and people want to help each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the cafe feel.
Absolutely.
I love the cafe feel in your logo. Now, I haven't been to Yonkers and Stanford. Is the feel the same thing there as well?
Oh, you'll have a lot of fun in Yonkers.
Really?
Yeah.
We have a ball pit.
The location is really nice.
You should put a ball pit in that they used to have in Burger King, so you can vape.
Maybe
and
get the bowl.
Yeah, just jump right into the balls and all that stuff. Oh my gosh.
No, but White Plains, we're actually, we're probably going to be doing a little remodeling. A little bit more room, a little bit more space.
That's good.
Got a lot of plans.
Fantastic, man. Well, aside from that, another good episode, and great to have you back here, dude. I know that you guys.
Too, I missed you guys, man.
Yeah,
I really did.
Here,
I know you guys got a lot of busy stuff going on. You were busy when you had one location, so I can't even imagine 3. So you do what you can.
And 4 kids.
Yeah, and 4 kids. Are you making any more? Because
no.
You're taking
any more.
Okay. Because that's it. I was like, oh man, well the Bowers clan keeps growing, man.
Bowers clan.
That's great. Well, listen, you have to grow a healthy brood, because now they all have to take over all these multiple locations.
That's right. See? Yeah. That's it.
That's it. So that's great. Fantastic. One for each store. Yeah, we're just going to grow. We're going to put each kid in the basement of each store, just grow there, just some ultraviolet light, give it some food, and then one day they'll be ready to take over the business. Feed yourself. All right, well, in either case, that's that. Again.
Thanks for having us, guys.
No problem. And listen, anytime you want to come back, I know that the busy schedule, you can call in, Skype in, call and be a guest from one of the locations one night. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. And Stacy, thank you for hanging out.
Thank you for having me.
And Gypsy and Mike and Ant and me. Everybody's just sitting here.
And everybody out there listening.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Be well. And check out WPVapors.com. Everybody have a great night. Coming up next is... No. Okay. Nothing coming up next. Old time movies. Okay. We're gonna have old time movies, classic movies. You're gonna rip them out. You're gonna rip them apart. All that shit could be great stuff. So there's gonna be playlists tonight.
Nice.
So
Who's gonna be on tonight? What's gonna be on tonight?
Whatever YouTube says.
Okay. So there you
Put
go.
us there.
And wait. And Mike, are you guys gonna be going live later on with the gaming?
Possibly. I don't know. I gotta get some sleep, man. I was passing out of work today, dude. I'm like at the point where I was literally.
You're playing until like 3 in the morning every night.
Yeah, it's gotta separate it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Calm down a little bit.
All right, so maybe. But in either case, there's gonna be great movies on the air tonight. So check it out, ZenLive.tv. Talk to you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Be good.